a privilege it is to be welcomed into your home. What a day and what a couple of weeks it has been in the stock market with all the international news with Iran conflict. The US is really have been in a downturn in the stock market with a lot of headline news. We start seeing that prices of gas has been rising, and many of the American people are starting to feel the pinch of a lot of the inflationary issues that we've been having. And many people who would have thought that, maybe even myself included, would have thought the stock market would have been a lot better than what it is right now. We've gotten a kind of a rude awakening in what's happening in the stock market. We have seen that gas all over the country has risen above the $3 mark. I live in Chattanooga, Tennessee. It's around the 329. I can only imagine the people in California. You're probably in the $5 and the $6 range. We're starting to see that everything has pretty much almost doubled. In certain cases, you're starting to see that diesel, that at one time was trying to get a little cheaper, is now really right back to the $5 range. And even in a place like Tennessee, which gas is generally a lot lower, we're starting to see those prices rise. And we're seeing that in the strategic reserves. I was looking up Bloomberg News, and there's a record 400 million barrels of oil is going to be released from the emergency reserves, which will help bring down the prices just a little bit. But until the conflict in Iran is completely resolved, there's going to be a lot of headwinds. I've said this a few weeks ago. The next month and a half is going to be very pivotal in the stock market. Many of the investors are either moving their cash into the sidelines, or many are either hedging with protective puts to mitigate the risk of headline news. So we are starting to see that until this conflict is resolved, we won't see any type of push to the upside from the stock market. We are seeing a lot of volatility just rise up. The stock market was flirting around, the S&P 500 was flirting around with the $7,000 mark over the last month and a half, and it has just regressed. It seems like there's no type of news or catalyst that's really pushing the news up. But what we're seeing is a lot of waiting, a lot of what is the international effects and the monetary effects of this crisis that we're seeing with Iran and with the Middle East. Many people believe that this is a short-term pain. Uh, I believe that's a short-term pain. It's the things that you have to deal with uh, in order for freedom all over the world. I don't like it. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of war, but that's something that we have to deal with in a conflict in a society that we live in. This is how stuff is being resolved. I hope there's peace in the Middle East, but we understand as Christians, this is not going to finish until the coming of Christ. So there's always going to be conflict. Nothing new, nothing new, nothing shocking or surprising. This will happen. God said this will happen. It is very clear in scripture. It's been prophesied in the book of Daniel, been prophesied in the major prophets. And also, if you look at the book of Revelation, everything that's happening is being prophesied. I am ready for a place that I have never been. I don't know about you, but I'm homesick for a place I've never been. And that place is heaven. And we are ready. I'm ready to go to heaven, but we got to go through this conflict. I'm not too keen on the dying part, but this will happen. We have to see that the world will end one day, and this is part of the story. But we are seeing many fallout from the Iran just crisis is happening here. But I want to take a few news. I mean, the core inflation seems to have slowed down according to uh, some of the CPI reports, but we're seeing just a lot of pressures base. I mean, we've seen a lot of people losing their jobs. Last week, the jobs report was over 92,000 people really started declaring for unemployment. I mean, that is significant. And we are starting to see that many companies who've thought that there was going to be this massive AI build out, this massive growth that was supposed to happen quick, really hasn't materialized. And we're starting to see that a lot of the things that we thought were going to happen in the market or in the economy has not come to pass. Many people were bullish because Trump became president, that we were going to take off. And we haven't really seen the take off that many people expected. In actuality, we've digressed. We're almost to levels where before he was president, we're back to those levels. So that's not good for the economy. That's not good for the people who have 401ks, who are really looking to just trying to grow and recover from the 4 years of inflationary Biden administration, from the effects of COVID during the Trump's first term. And these are things that many Americans have not fully recovered from yet. And many people are deeper in debt. Many people have higher credit card bills, and you're starting to see all this around the United States is really starting to add up. If this economy keeps on the way it is, you're going to start seeing people defaulting on their credit cards, people defaulting on a lot of bills, and this will create a huge crisis for the economy. If this happens, we could look for a huge downturn. I know many people think this could not happen during a Trump administration, but this could happen. Generally, the stock market goes up 4 to 5 years and then goes down for 1.5, 2 years. That's been generally the market cycle. But we have been going straight up for 16 years. That's a long time to not have a a recovery or some type of a reconfiguration, because we have gone straight up. That has something that has never been seen before, and we are due for a pullback of epic proportions, similar to what we experienced into 2008. But we have kept kicking the can down the road by manipulating the interest rates. A lot of this is being proponent from the effects of keeping interest rates artificially low. So we're starting to see a lot of that. I want to take a look at a couple of stocks here. I'm going to share my screen. Let's go share my screen. All right, let's start seeing here. We are at the S&P 500. Let's look at the full chart. So we are just starting to see this consolidation right here. Just this consolidation has just been the S&P 500. We try to get to the $7,000 mark, and boom. I mean, look at this straight consolidation here. That's all we're seeing right now. We are either looking for something that's going to give us some type of news that's going to give us a catalyst to go either up, or we are going to see something that's going to push us all the way down. That's what we're seeing here. If the stock market continues to go down, the S&P 500 could go down to the 6,500 range if it continues to rally down. If we just stay in this range, and if there's some news that can push us to as far as economically to a good position, then this could be a possible play. But right now, we're just straight up consolidating. The Nasdaq, same thing, nothing but consolidation, consolidation. Right now, with a lot of this consolidation, if you're a swing trader, you're really either getting stopped out, or the option premiums are way too out of whack. Some of the things that you can mitigate your way, if you're trading in this type of sideways type of market, is actually doing credit spreads. You'll get filled better, you have better premium, and you're using the option decay time in your favor. We're The last few months, we haven't been too much swing trading. I've been looking more at credit spreads. It's just easier to just make 8 to 9% and just be okay with it, especially with the way this market is going. Nasdaq is another one that I'm looking at. That the Dow Jones, same thing. It had a nice, beautiful pattern just going up, but now we're seeing is it's starting to consolidate this range right here into the 47, 46,000 dollar range could be a catalyst right here. If this stock were to go down, you're looking at 40, looking at probably like this 46, 47,000 dollar mark, that it could just go back there. But we're seeing that there's a lot of pressure. If this continues, you could see this bottom right here around that $45,789 mark. That could be a place where this stock could land, this index could land, if there's a lot of heavy selling pressure. Right now, we're seeing a lot of that. The VIX currently up a little bit, but not too bad. Apple, Apple down is consolidating. I like Apple. If it comes down to this range right here in the 245, under that 248, I might consider this in a trade. It's almost to a demand zone, and I'm just waiting right now. But this has a lot of upside into the 280, 282 mark. But I would like to see where this stock is going. Right now, it's kind of following this trend. I thought it would have just kept on, but I'm looking to see this fall down if it continues. Tesla, again, is hitting this mark right here. I put this months ago. This right here is continuing to do this pattern right here. This right here is a big place for this stock to either make a move. Is in that 398, 400 mark. It's just doing a lot of just stopping, just going. And this is the part that I do like about this. It filled this gap right here. Now, if this stock goes down, we're going into this range, that 346, 350 range. Tesla, I love it. I'm still in the Tesla play. I haven't left. Netflix, even though you have done very good, you're in this range. You're consolidating right now in the 93. If it goes to 93, this could be a position to add more. I put this here is in a demand zone. I think the upside is in the $130 range, which is a nice 35% little move right there. If you're looking for this and you're patient, Netflix might be one that I will put in my portfolio. I will look at that one. Let's look at Oklo. Oklo has just been consolidating again. I've been bullish on this one. I really do believe that this is a good energy producer. We need it. We need a lot of energy to power up AI. You. Okay. All right. It's done a little takeoff. Has been consolidating here right now. Is under the moving averages on the 9-day moving average that I have right here. This was something that have in my portfolio, but it's kind of one of those that it's a long-term play. Nexera, again, $91. This has had a nice little move in the earnings. It has a little dividend, but this is one right now that I'm really looking at that could make a nice little move up here. Nexera is one of those energy companies that I am keeping my eye on. Robinhood. Again, this is another one that I spoke about several weeks ago. I think if you're liking Robinhood as a future play, right now, this is at a discount to me. This is almost half off. This one also, Coinbase is in the same range right now. We're starting to see a lot of the same thing with Coinbase consolidating. It went up. When I talked about it when it was around 162, I told you guys buy Coinbase. With all the stuff that's happening with the crypto markets, this should be something that I would consider. But I do like this. I do like Coinbase. right now for the younger folks. They got the younger folks are really buying this. Bitmine, you have gotten beat up. Bitmine has gotten beat up. Tom Lee, I love you, buddy, but you have gotten this stock has gotten assaulted. So has crypto. I'm still adding to my crypto base. Like many of you here, I'm bullish on crypto, and it's you have to be patient with this. If you believe in buy low, sell high, this is you can't get any better than this. So this right now, Ethereum is it went past my level over here of supply, but right now it's just been consolidating in that 1900 $2,000 mark. It's just been consolidating there. If you're bullish on Ethereum, to me, this is a discounted stock right now. This is a discounted play, just like Bitcoin, XRP, Cardano, all these other like big name coins. I think this is a time to buy. You want to buy low, sell high. And when many people don't understand it is when the markets are burning, that's when you have to run in. So let's look at MU Micron Technology. Again, it's had a nice little run. It's been consolidating, but it's been having a nice little push right here. It's up $15. This is the pick and the axe and the pick and shovel of the AI. Micron Technology right now is one of those that's had a great move over the last several months. I mean, even from August, I mean, you are $98, you are 418. I mean, that's what a great move. What a great move. 300%. So that's one of the things we want to look at. And as we start looking towards what's happening in the stock market, we're starting to see many moves that are being made. And one can only hope on what's going to happen next. I mean, I'm hopeful for the future, but I'm also cautious on the present. I'm very cautious right now because of what's happening. There's so many macro news that is really going to affect the stock market. You don't know which one is going to be the one that pushes the market up or down, but anything can happen. The Middle East war is not just over. It's not just they're going to just stop. This is going to be something that could be considered a holy war. Now, I'm bullish on the United States, but I'm also understanding that biblically, everything is going to happen in the Middle East. Is it the time now? I don't know. But what I do know is that God is in control. Now, many people may feel like this is something that they don't have, we don't have no control over what's happening. But what we can do is we can react accordingly. We can also preserve our wealth. We could preserve our 401ks during these times. There will be times, ebbs and flows, good times and bad times. It's protecting yourself in those bad times that really can help during the good times. So as we go along through the stock market, I'm looking forward to what's going to happen this week. Many financial news is going to be moving the stock market, and hopefully we can be in the forefront of what's about to happen. I don't know about you, but I'm looking forward to what the stock market has to be. I'm looking forward to what the stock market has this week, and I'm believing that the news is gonna help either the protect us or at least help us learn how to even protect our funds through option plays, through put options and stuff like that. So we're looking towards that. uh Sidelines. Now I'm going to transition. Many of you know that I'm a huge Jets fan, and free agent signing has just started, and I'm excited about some of the few new additions that we have made. First of all, I hate that we lost AVT. Elijah Vera Tucker, great player. I wish it would have worked out. But I wish you also didn't go to the New England Patriots, man. I wish you much success, just not against the Jets. Um, Welcome back, Geno Smith. I really believe that this is uh, unfinished business for Geno Smith. For us Jets fans that we lived through the IK in the Kampala debacle, that was Todd Bowles. I believe that was his first or second year, but this was really screwed up like that whole year. Many Jets remembered. I mean, we did get Fitzpatrick. We got a lot of stuff there, but there was a lot of like, what if, what could have been if this would have worked out. So for Geno Smith, I'm happy for him. I know there's a lot of Jet fans that really don't like him or feel like we digress, but from what was out there, he was the best option. It's not the easiest, but hopefully it's someone that wants to be a New York Jet. And I'm not expecting this team to be a 10-win team. This could be a 6 to 8 win game team this year. I mean, that's realistic. I mean, and if they do, I'm excited. I mean, anything from 3 wins is better than what it was last year. I want to see improvement. That's the biggest thing I want to see is improvement from the New York Jets. I like some of these signings we did. I think we did a lot of depth piece. You got to change the culture. Number one thing you got to do is you got to change the culture in the New York Jets. I believe that Aaron Glenn and Darren Muji are who we need to change the culture. There has been a stink in one Jets drive, and it is being fixed. I implore the Johnson family to give this regime a chance. This can't be a 2 year thing and done. You got to fix something that has taken, you've built over 30 years as a culture of dysfunction. You just can't fix in 1 year. And I believe that we have the right people in place. So I'm bullish on the New York Jets. Is the start of free agency. We need a lot of help. And I hope we can get this right, though. So I love you guys. See you next time. Finance Pastor. See you guys.